Hi guys, so this is part two of the reading on A.J. Schneiderman. Okay, I've already posted the first reading, which was about the allegations themselves. And I wanted to do a reading now about how this is going to affect any ongoing investigations that he may have going on Trump org, and or his kids. 2, Trump himself. 3, how this impacts Mueller, the man, how Mueller sees these events. And 4, how this impacts the Mueller investigation at large. So I'm using 3 positions per person. So I'm going to, the first set of cards is about, and I've already shuffled, already dealt the cards because it would take too long. Anyway, so this is, we're going to look into Trump or any investigations that are going on regarding Trump in New York State and his family and his organization. Okay, let me just, okay, let's look at that. Put my glasses on. So now let's look at this. So first we have money. Okay, this is, they're looking into money. Okay, and an offer here. They may have moving on and an offer. Okay, this is relatively unclear. This is some sort of like offer to move on or moving on. Yeah, it makes sense actually, like an offer to move on from money investigations. This is, bear is finance, personal finances, snake, you know what that is. Something shady or person that is shady. And this is a card of the elections, guys. So I'll show you the other cards and then I feel like essentially this is theft. Actually, no, I feel like this setup of cards works really well on the camera because it's not that many cards. Actually, it's really good. So anyway, so here you see that you have something theft, something illegal. This is the wealth, okay? And this is the guy, rich good gentleman, looks just like Trump. So it's looking into stolen money related to Trump. Stolen money meaning money laundering, okay? La Riunione is a card of meetings, okay, that are fake or that have discussed fake themes. And this is a card of like, I have started seeing this card, La Leggerezza upside down, as a card of misinformation, okay? So it's also shit getting real because it's like you no longer go light. But essentially, I feel like what this is indicating to me is that I actually feel like either that it doesn't impact the investigations at all, or that it actually makes it worse for Trump. You see that the other cards are like how, like what happens. So essentially, guys, I think here what I get is that it makes them look, it's like what's happening here is that they're looking into here election money offers related to the election and how his properties, okay, Trump's properties here, moving on from like there, I think there could be, you know, some sort of offer or they're trying to move, the snake is trying to move on, but I don't think it succeeds, okay, because we have here, yeah, I really, this is like, this is the story that I'm getting here. This is the meeting where there's the fake agendas. It's essentially showing that there was a money laundering here, and it's not, I feel like when the cards like show you a situation, tell you a story very clearly, it's not saying that, it's not showing me, oh, the investigations are going to stop, you know, it's like Scythe or Coffin or anything. It's just showing the situation that it has discovered. And that's where they're going to focus on, I think. It's like, there was an offer here. This is also bribery, maybe even. Okay, there was some sort of offer about the elect. There's something here to do with finance. And then I thought, you know, when I saw this, and you see that the word on Trump is even more clear, that they're going to go after the stormy stuff even more. Okay, so yeah, so essentially what they're looking at now is money laundering, and that's why it's such a big deal, and that it makes sense in retrospect what the other card said. Okay, so anyway, so this is how it affects Trump org, and the kids, okay? Like anything that's not Trump himself, but Trump org, the businesses and so forth, and his associates. Now, let's look at the cards for Trump. So let's now separate what it said here. So here, bottom, okay. And this is like really interesting, guys, because this is like literally poverty, bullying, aggression, clarity. So I feel like it's also, to me, tells me that it will reveal how Trump has used what he's doing now. He's a bully. Essentially, he's like uses these techniques to win, okay, in business, but also he loses the money. Look, poverty and the tower. So sorry, bitch, you're gonna lose some things. The child, the tower of the child, the Trump Tower, and corruption, so loss. So he's gonna lose Trump Tower, bitch. Oh, yeah. Sorry, this is like my laugh is not, it's not how I laugh in real life, it's just like my evil, like, so it's, wait, where's this? It's alright. Yeah, yeah. So this, guys, look, this is kind of perfect. This is like actually was super clear. I'm actually enjoying like the not that many cards is actually better sometimes I see. Because here you can see the poverty, Trump Tower a long time ago. So I think he's gonna lose Trump Tower, and I think this is like this piacere. So he's gonna, it's gonna be like, yeah, it's over, bitch. You see here that he is trying to recover from really bad news, and there's some love stuff gone wrong, because here you have the success in love. Here actually does not mean love. It means the deals that he made for in order to get his business going, okay? But because we have a Mori on top upside down here, it does mean love. So I think essentially this investigation is going into the payments related to the election, and it's going to go into like the Trump, he's going to be indicted. Look, there's an indictment here, loss. Everything is going to be exposed. We have the sun. The corruption is going to be exposed. It's also, this is a card of corruption, but also loss. So there's loss because there is here pleasant letter, right? Meaning some sort of indictment, and the fortune upside down. So he's loses, I think he's going to lose all his money. We've seen this before, not because the cards are almost like mathematical, right? It's like you can assign a meaning to each card. It's like you can't just like randomly say things. So, but we've seen before over and over again. But this tells the very clearly, like the sun shines into the corruption. There's a loss through a letter, meaning some sort of indictment. The fortune goes down, and here is like he was aggressive in his deals, and also he made deals with something related to love, but also deals with like for the tower. There's poverty here because of stuff that happened a long time ago, and he received notice. So yeah, bitch. You're not getting out of this. Not gonna be happy. Okay. Sorry. So next, okay. So what do we have next? Next we have how this is super interesting, guys. Actually, so how does it impacts Mueller himself? Okay, this is not. It's like basically how this impacts Mueller's thinking. Okay, strategy and thinking. So. Where you at? Yeah, is that right? So I'm gonna give two little amounts. What it came first? I'm like confused. What was first? What was second? Yeah, this is second. Second. Hold on, guys. Now I'm like a little confused as to like what came first. What came second? Let me just look at the cards now. Yeah, I think this came second. But still, anyway, so this is like. Now I'm like, because it's just two little different mounds. Okay, let's see. Oh, he was, well, yeah, that's it. This is it. This is the Mueller, and this, okay. So this is a part of the Mueller, because I remember he was worried, like that was this one. So, okay, so this is like, this is a part of like how it impacts Mueller himself, his mind, okay, and his strategy. So it's interesting because this makes him worried, okay. This is a person who's worried. And this is a person who will go at, this is a very good card in this context, because this is a card of a battle, the man in battle, right? So you can see he has wounds and everything in his face. You can see it here, okay? So it's like, I call it the last battle. And then when it's upside down, he will go at he will do anything to make it happen. Like he is relentless. This is Mueller, okay? And this is somebody resting behind the scenes. So he's working very, very, very hard behind the scenes. He's not going to rest. He's in war. He's at war right now. Okay, so that's Mueller. Okay, now let's look at this as like reputation, deal. The lady here would mean, I think. Let's see one more card here. Oh, look, ending. Very good. Yeah. So this is like He's looking at how the reputation of Trump was made through deals with Russia, okay? And I pulled an extra card just now to find out more about this to make sure it's actual Russia, and it's like you have an ending. So he feels like that could be his ending. Now this, guys, is very interesting. I want to show you this. So this has sad news, the house, and an ending. Oh wow, look again, guys, look, the bad omen, coffin twice. You have bereavement and coffin together, so side by side, one on top of the other. So anyway, so I want to show you that as he's looking into this, so again, the question is, what is the impact on Mueller himself? So you could interpret this card here, the sad news card, as it being about the news that Mueller receives. And I see this is the House, the White House. He decides to end the White House. He's like, I'm done with this bullshit. He becomes even more, I think, and this is a card, and again, guys, this card of like the guy who's relentless. It's almost like it makes him more determined to take people down, okay? And then we have here Domestico, which is the card. I've said this before in a reading, I think even just before this one, or another one that I did today. It's a card of what is it called? The fake servant. It came out for many people around Trump. It came out for Jared. It came out for Donald Jr. So I see that this is like also the letterato. Who is this guy, the letterato upside down? I think this could be, you know who? Michael Cohen. Okay, so he decides to go this, and this is a card of ego or facade. So I think he decides that it's the time to go after, almost like, and I'm getting this image, guys, like, okay, now I have to like play for you, but I'm getting the image of Mueller being so pissed. He's like, okay, my God, he's gonna call. He's like, ding, 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 hello, 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 Donald J. Cheeto Trump. Do you know who's talking? It's Robert Mueller III. Okay? Guess what, bitch? I know you're working real hard to take down Eric. Guess what? You think you're gonna win this, bitch? No. I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna take down all those shady little bitches of yours. Jareda and Donnie Jr. So, you know what I mean? That's what I think. I think it motivated him to be like, you know what? Let's take out the gloves. And like he wins. I'm gonna show you, bitch. I think I'm not joking around over here, bitch. So I feel like actually it motivates Mueller further. It's very interesting. So anyway, that's what I want to talk about. So next, it's more interesting. Even more interesting is what happens to the Mueller investigation. Okay, so sorry, you think you're gonna get rid of us? No, no, bitch. Sit your ass down. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So no. So okay, so let's look at this. This is very, guys, I'm actually loving the short, not the many cards. It's like very, very intriguing because you can see all of it. So High Priestess is something not yet known. Okay, changes and Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this to me would also indicate that it's like Mueller turning the tables. Okay, so he's like, there's stuff that's gonna come out that we don't know about, and I think he knows. I think he knows, but we don't. So he decides to change, and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like fate is on his side. Okay, so essentially, I think there's going to be a change, a more aggressive change in tactic here. Okay, okay. So what was it? Let's see here. Oh, it was like this, right? What was the order? Sorry, guys. I'm like, what is it? Okay. So we have here Fox, shady dealings behind the scenes, gloomy thoughts, which is a card of. Wait, hold on. No, this is, sorry, this is the word. No, this is here. Sorry, I got confused, guys. Okay, so this is this. I think this is here. Okay. I know this was here. This is in the middle. All right, yeah, this is how it went. Okay. So, okay, so essentially, this is like unknown stuff, okay? Stuff that's like not yet known. And then we have here the Lenormand. Clover means opportunity, small luck. Opposition or obstacle here. and shady dealings. Okay, so an opportunity for opposition or obstacles because of shady dealings. Okay, so we have, what I think this means is that either Mueller is going to actually put on those, freeze assets. I think it's like an opportunity for Mueller to put, what is it called, an opposition, or like put like barriers there, okay? And before, let's leave the keeper for last, because I wanted to show you something very interesting here in the Italian cards. I've said before, and I think it came up in the other reading that I did just now, this is a card that I tend to see for Trump's family. So there's something hidden here about Trump's family. There's an opportunity for what? For this rich girl, I tend to see it as Ivanka for some reason. So there's something unknown here that's going to come out, and Mueller sees as an opportunity either to talk to Ivanka, or to, there's something related to the kids here, okay? All right. And this is also the card of women and money. So it could be two things. Again, looking into the role of the kids, and also looking into the whole thing with Stormy, which makes a lot of sense, okay, in context. Then we have here Dottore. Dottore means solution, and presente di pietre preziose, which is perfect, because this is a card of, in the Italian cards, it's the quid pro quo, like the money that the present you receive, but you have to give something back. So essentially, if you look at this, it's like he's telling a story of like how the kids needed a solution, and they got the quid pro quo as a solution. They're involved in this somehow, okay? Okay, and then we have here, came first. So this was right here, okay? So short illness is a card of the hanged man, meaning there's not much they can do about it, but also means something sexual. And it was this, the main person that came out. So the main person could be Russia, but it could also be something else. So I pulled out another card to find out, and short illness came out. Short illness is a card of you can't do something about it, okay? So, and it could also mean sexual, because the woman is right next to her. So I think this could also mean the payments. The Two of Pentacles is also related to money. So I think, like I said, it's the stuff related to the election, it's stuff related to Stormy, and the deals that involve the children. And so what do we have here? We have what's funny is here again, the little child. Here's Trump and gloomy thoughts. Oh, this is what I did. I pulled out another card here, and gloomy thoughts. So it's like worry. Worry is Trump. So again, the stuff that relates to women. Sorry guys. It's late now. It's almost midnight. So, but it's like the kids, women, and the payments. So I think essentially, that's what happens. Stuff is going to come out about them, the kids and the payments to women, and there's going to be problems because of I think it's the moment where I think, like I said, Mueller decides to not change tactic in a way, but almost like reveal his game, okay, like really go for it, okay? So yeah, that's what I think. And I'm trying to think here, okay, so I know, and I see this often, like I know there's people out there who are saying like, oh, Mueller's gonna be fired, so-and-so's gonna be, and I'm like, never see it, and it's possible that I'm like, I don't think I'm biased, because I'm not really seeing any cards that mean an ending, okay, that show an ending. Like I said, the only thing that showed an ending so far was Trump twice, the coffin, okay? So how this affects Trump is like, I think Mueller becomes more aggressive, okay? So that's that, okay? All right, I'm gonna stop here, almost 20 minutes, because I don't want to I feel like it was like short and sweet, okay? And there was all these topics, so I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna upload it because I wanna go home or whatever. So, all right, okay, bye.